And blessings to all of God's people on this beautiful Sunday morning. As you can see, I'm here in the church. I'm a custodian here, and this church is over 100 years old. And I always try to get here a little early to always check on things, because things can happen. But I also want to speak on some things here to demonstrate how certain issues in life can happen anywhere, anytime, with any person. I was speaking to this young lady this morning, and she made a brilliant revelation about just like this. She was just asking questions in general, and I can't really paraphrase it, but the whole thing is, hey, what happens to us after we get wealth and fame and all these different things? Well, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too deep about that, because sometimes some people are doing a lot of things. People like Prince and Michael Jackson and them, they did a lot of things, so anonymously, and it's legendary. But let me speak on what being a boss is and being a leader. A boss, of course, the word itself describes it, a boss is somebody who's managing their affairs and all that. Now, what happens is, extreme cases, bosses become what psychology calls megalomaniacs. And they think it's, rather than them reaching toward a source or something higher than them, which they talk about God and all that, but bottom line is, that's me. Okay, whereas a leader is more a servant of others, and it's not really a whole lot of, I'm trying to take you what to do. But that's the distinct difference between a boss and a leader. As I said, I know people say bossing up and every day, and I know what they're talking about. But bossing up, which is commendable, is managing yourself. But like anything, without a discernment of some form of discipline to yourself, you can just look at all the media hype now. Look at the people who are coming out and revealing the costs they had to pay for whatever fame they have. See, here's the thing. Wisdom teaches us what we think we want, any form of higher intelligence, God, Elijah, however you know it, is the best of knowers. And as human beings, we don't always know what's best for us. So some people, as I said, they trust in it, and that's where faith is cultivated. But it's like laws. We be talking about this law and that law. Our problem is not really with the laws, it's how the laws are enforced. It's selectively enforced with some people one way and other people another way. So, it's not law itself. And going back to bossing and leadership, it takes an entirely different heart. I'm not trying to throw shade on being a boss. I'm just saying, don't get them confused. Leadership is serving through righteously the people, making good examples, good input, and doing things to elevate humanity. Bossing up. Like I say, I've seen where it works really well for a lot of people. That's a good step. When you coming from not really knowing who you are and whose you are, saying, well, okay, now you're getting ready to be accountable and responsible for yourself, or as we said, grown. Being grown ain't just hollering about you. Grown is being accountable and being responsible for what you're doing. Being mindful of your behavior around others, because you want to be used by your higher powers. Peace and blessings, I pray. Something came out here that the Spirit moves in you a certain way for you to be able to better answer your own questions and realize that God ain't no spook up in the sky. He's in you, as you, for you, the witness to your mind, and wants to be the fulfillment of your heart. Peace and blessings. Have a great day, and I pray you bless richly.